Hi, this is AnneMarie Martins, Level 3 QHHT Practitioner. In this session, I am the client, and the session is being facilitated by QHHT Level 3 Practitioner Sarah Breskman Cosme. I find myself among the pyramids, which have the smoothest gold, silky feeling, and as I move inside, I am surrounded by beautiful pink gold light that has the feeling of source energy, unspeakably beautiful, peaceful, and loving. As I float in this cleansing space, I am introduced to the Hathors, as in their temple in Egypt, and they wrap me in a beautiful cocoon of light and perform a very special sound healing. This was an extraordinary experience of a high-dimensional energetic infusion. The Hathors exposed me to various frequencies and higher dimensional energies, colors, sounds. It truly was an extraordinary healing experience. And they infused in me a confidence to work as a healer, saying that they would guide me in the future. In this session, they introduce a healing protocol with great detail using frequency and tone. I hope you enjoy listening. I'm just lying on the ground now, but there's this huge pyramid next to me. It looks like it's golden. It's very, very tall, and I feel like there's another one. There's one on both sides of me, and it's so tall, it's so big. And it's beautifully finished with like very smooth surface on it. And I'm lying between the two. There's like a walkway between the two, like made of dirt. Like the dirt is very light colored. It's a walkway between the two. I feel like I'm in a whole alley of pyramids. It's like if I stand up, they're just everywhere around me. It's so tall I can hardly see the sky. And they look kind of golden. They're almost like shimmering, and I don't see anyone else, but it's okay.
Do you feel as if you're alone or with other people there?
No, I kind of feel like I'm alone right now, but they're really beautiful. I want to touch them because they're so smooth and silky feeling.
They have a silky feeling to them? Tell me about that.
It's like they're just so smooth. I don't know how they can be so beautiful. They're like shiny gold light emanating, and they're very smooth to touch. They're not rough like stones or anything. They're very smooth. I don't know what the surface is at all. I can't tell. But it's just beautiful. And it feels like when I put my hands on there, I'm supposed to do that. Like I'm supposed to know something if I touch it.
What happens when you touch it like that?
I almost feel like I can merge with the pyramid in a way.
Tell me about that.
It's like it's telling me something, or I'm going to get something, or it's like the pyramid is alive. It has its own energy field and its own consciousness, and if I come to it, if I touch that place, I can go into it
What is that like?
Well, it's kind of interesting. It's not like a door opens. It's almost like I merge into it. Like I not disintegrate because I'm still me, but I can pass through energetically into it. You know what I mean? And when I get, it's hard to explain, but it's like I just melt through the pyramid.
Wow.
Like I disappear into it. And then when I come inside, I see again like that pinkish light, that golden pinkish light. It's very, very beautiful. It's like this golden pink light. It's really, oh, I just want to stay in it. It's like so healing and so amazing.
So it's a gold pinkish light, and it's healing. How does it
God,
feel?
it feels so incredible. It's like I've never felt anything like that. It's
Tell me about it.
it's so beautiful.
Does it affect different parts of your body, or no?
It's like I'm just lying down and it's all around me, and I feel like I can levitate up into it.
Wow, what is that like?
It's like you become one with the light, and it's the most peaceful, tranquil, loving, healing. You feel completely like there's nothing else matters. You're just in this perfect place of everything. It's so hard to explain. I just want to float there forever because it feels perfect. Like there's nothing else that's more perfect than this.
And does the light
So perfect.
have a consciousness? You said it was loving.
It's loving. It's very loving. It's so beautiful. It's just amazing how it feels. Like it's just
wonderful.
It's it's all around everywhere, and I'm still me, but I'm like floating in this liquid.
How would you describe yourself as you're floating there? Do you get a sense as to what you look like?
It's like I feel like I'm sort of in touch with this higher vibrational frequency in this place that's it's a very high vibrational place. It's very special to go here.
Tell me about that. It's special to go there.
There's special information in this place that's very sacred and
do you get a sense as to what?
I feel like now I'm moving into a different part of this place.
Tell me about
that's
that.
like kind of
like a tunnel almost, like I'm floating the whole time. I'm just moving, like I can't really feel my body. I'm just floating. They're taking me into a tunnel.
Oh, what does the tunnel feel like?
Taking me into a tunnel. Who's there? I'm there with other beings now.
Do you see
There's
them
other beings.
or sense them?
They're not human. They're other beings.
What do you sense when you're with them?
They're my guardians, or they're with me. They're like my team, like the ones who teach me, the ones who help me, the ones who are giving me everything, the ones who give me everything. Let me just get focused here.
Mm-hmm. So they're the ones that guard you, that give you everything?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They help me all the time.
They do?
They're around me all the time.
Tell me about that.
They're always with me now. They want to show me more about themselves, more about, I feel like I'm in a darker room now. The place is darker. I've moved out of that other space, and now I've gone higher frequency, higher place up there. I went up higher, and it's still like inside a pyramid, but I see more different colors, like I'm seeing more of a purple color now.
Mm-hmm.
Very dark purple color. All around the space, I'm completely surrounded by this purple light. Very beautiful kind of light that just filters. It's like it shimmers again. It's shimmery light. And I want them to come closer now, so I can see them. Because they brought me there to this place for a reason.
Do you get a sense as to what they look like? Do you get a feeling about what they look like, or no?
I'm trying to see them. They're very tall, very tall.
Do they have
very
colors?
Shimmery, very shimmery. Some different ones. There's different ones. There's these very tall ones. I would call them the Hathors. They are those.
And what makes you say that?
Because I can see their faces.
What do their
They
faces
look like
look like?
the faces of the Hathors. They have. Let me feel them. I want to feel what they feel like.
Will they let you feel them?
Yes, I can feel their energy more than I can see them clearly. But I sense that they're very, very tall. Their energy is huge. It's very expansive, And as I go, they're expanding as I go closer to them. As I merge into them, I can feel I hear these little bells.
Oh, tell me about that.
Bells, like way far away, like these tingly sounds that they can make.
Oh, wow.
It's a musical sound.
And they're the ones making the sound? Do you get a sense?
It's coming from them. Their energy feels very calming, very musical, happy, like joyful, and their field is pink too. They have that pink in them.
Oh, tell me about that.
It's like the light that I saw before. It's part of them too. They have that energy in them.
Oh,
And
I
it's
see.
part of the core. It's part of their core. I see inside them. They're very light. That light is inside of them. That light pink gold color. And so they emanate that healing from their field. And they also glow. They see them glowing. They're smiling at me. They're almost like embracing me with their field of light around me. They're kind of encircling me, and they feel happy. I feel happy, and I feel this tingly bells is like them expressing this happiness and this sort of beautiful energy. They're very, very magical kind of. I felt them before. They've come to me before.
And you said it feels magical. Now that you're with them, do they have anything they want to say to you? And you ask them?
They say they are well pleased with me.
Why? Can you ask them?
Why? Because I'm learning so much.
Well, what is it that you're learning exactly?
I'm learning so many things and how to. I know them and I've recognized them, and I call on them when I need assistance with healing.
How do you know them exactly? Do you get a sense, or could they tell you?
I've met them in my sound healing work. They work with sound healing. They say yes. The bells, the music of the spheres, that's where it comes from. They are part of making the sound of the music of the spheres. And their energy is of the highest. They're part of the source, part of the, I don't know the dimension where they come from. It's very high though. They have that pink gold light inside them, and they smile, and they're beautiful. They're not like angels. They're something else. They're healers.
And is there any healing they can give you as you're in front of them?
I'd like them to do some healing on my body. I want them to do some healing on my body.
What do they say?
They say they can do that.
Fantastic. Can they do that right now?
Can they do that right now? They're going to let me float where I am now. I'm floating in there, in between all of them. I'm levitating up. And they say that they will bring that energy into the body.
What does that feel like?
Into the body. It feels very... It's very strong.
What is happening when the energy goes in your body?
It's lighting up all those parts. It's lighting up the cells and the ligaments and it's very, very strong.
Wonderful.
Very It's very melty too. It feels like it's melting. It just melts right in, like it just comes down, melts into the body, just flows in. All this beautiful colors are swirling all around, and there's like an iridescent sparkle in its side, like sparkle, like as if there were fireflies just sparkling inside the light. It's very sparkly, and it just makes this kind of cocoon all around my whole body, all around the whole body, like I'm enveloped in this cocoon now. They have me completely wrapped in this light. And now I'm hearing these sounds that are like different frequencies that they're sending.
What do these frequencies do that they send?
They're hard to describe. Like they're sending these sounds. They're very pure notes, very pure tones, and they're sending them to the cocoon. So each of the sparkles picks up a different frequency. Like when they send the frequency to me, the sparkles pick it up. So each sparkle is activated by the frequency, and the sparkle gets bigger.
What is the sparkle? What do you mean by sparkle?
It's like something fluid, but it's sparkly. Like as if there was like sparkles floating in the cocoon. Like the cocoon feels like it's like a liquid, like a fluid, almost like I'm inside of this fluid, light cocoon with these sparkles in it and it's kind of purpley and pink and gold, and I'm like in a suspended animation in this healing cocoon. And when they send the notes, the little sparkles floating pick up the note and expand. They're like little flat gold surfaces that expand when the note hits. So those deep those tones, and they come in, and other tones too, other tones that start bouncing all around the cocoon. And as they bounce and all these tones come in, these frequencies are filling the cocoon. So now there's all these, you see these light streams, all these streams of light everywhere inside. It's like silken threads of light wrapping around my body.
Beautiful.
Silken threads wrapping everywhere.
What is that?
It's like each tone becomes a thread. And then they wrap around all the parts of the body, and they heal like that. They heal everything. But I feel like they're sending information into the body.
And can you translate this information if you're focusing on it?
What are they telling me? They're raising my vibration.
Oh, what are they doing to do that?
Those silken threads wrapping around me, it's like I almost become like a mummy in a way. Inside the cocoon, in the fluid, with the silken threads wrapping around me, there's all these layers of information and sound frequencies. And they're wrapping all around. what are they trying to send? It's like, it's healing the physical body. It's healing the light body. It's healing the energy body.
Oh.
It's healing all the layers of the body.
And you said there's information.
So that now I feel like the energy of my body is becoming very expansive.
Wonderful.
And I'm feeling it expanding, expanding, expanding. Out, 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 farther and farther now. So I'm becoming really, really big, almost as big as they are now.
Amazing.
Like I'm getting very gigantic. Like I feel like a giant. Like now if I stand, I'm as tall as they are.
I see.
And I'm vibrating at a very high frequency.
What is that like?
It's hard to explain. It's like every cell is moving. Everything is completely alive and vibrating and it's a feeling that's hard to describe.
Amazing.
But it's like they just brought me up to a higher level.
So they brought you to an even higher level? What does that feel like?
Feels like I can do anything. They're telling me that I just trust the energy that they've given me, that it can assist me in doing whatever I need to do when I go back to Earth.
Tell me about that. What kind of things do you need to do when you go back to Earth? Do you get a sense?
Well, I can manifest anything.
Tell me about that.
This energy is so potent and so powerful that I can think it and it will instantly, pretty quickly, attract whatever it is that I would like. And I can use it for healing. It's flowing very strongly now. It's like this very powerful electrical current running through the body.
What does that feel like?
Like electricity. Like the highest frequency I've ever felt running through the body. I've never felt energy that strong before.
Amazing.
And it's integrating now. It's not making me jump anymore. It's evening out. It's very even now. Like I can hold it, I can handle it. It's in the body, but it's okay. Like my body can handle this higher frequency now.
Amazing.
They've just put it in there, and they're telling me they're always there. They help me. I can do healings now if I want to.
What kind of healings can you do now with this special energy?
I can put hands. I can use it through my hands. I can heal things if I want. If somebody needs healing, I can absolutely do it.
Fantastic. And can you tell me more about that?
I guess they're giving me confidence too.
Oh, tell me about that.
Confidence that I can do all these things. I shouldn't doubt myself. I can do all these things.
Can you ask them why you doubt
And they're always there to help me. They're saying, just imagine that you plug yourself into us whenever you want to do this.
Oh, it's fantastic.
That I can just plug into them, like almost fall into their form. And then they will assist me in doing that healing or sound healing, any kind of sound healing.
So all you have to do is fall into their form. Is there anything else?
Yes, fall into their form. And that will all translate. It will just flow through. Flow through. And they're very, very, very powerful and very high dimensional energy. And they're saying that they've adjusted me now so that I can hold that energy if I want to. I can hold it if I call on them.
Is that all you need to do, is just call on them and fall into their form? Is there anything else you need to do in order to hold this energy in?
In meditate, yes. I have to go into a quiet state. I have to be still. And then I can call on them and ask them if I can fall into their form. And as I do that, I will merge into their form and be activated. Like I feel right now, that will work. That will happen again. This feeling I feel will come, they'll come through again, and they'll work with me that way. If I want, if I need help, if I want to work at that dimensional level.
Fantastic.
Which is amazing. And I can hold it. This is the most amazing thing. I can hold the energy now. It used to be too strong, but now I can hold it.
Fantastic. And can you ask them what you did in order to be able to hold it? What happened? How come you could hold it now?
It's like they created a different circuit with all those silken threads. It created a different circuit so that, and all those little sparkles that lit up, they created a higher field that I can hold now, a higher frequency. It's like holding higher ascension energy, or being able to work at a higher vibrational level that I couldn't do before, that was too strong. It would send kind of electrical waves through me that would make me not, like sometimes if it's too strong, your body twitches and can't hold it,
Mm-hmm.
But now I can hold it. It's not doing that anymore.
Amazing.
And they keep showing me that they're turning the dial up a little bit.
Tell me about that.
It's even higher. And it gets like pinker and golder when they do it. It gets like the light gets stronger when they turn the dial.
And when you use this, will this benefit you as well in any way, or just the recipient?
What? I can't.
When you use this and you heal people with this, will it benefit you in any way? Can you ask them?
They said I have to ground really strongly before I do this because it's very powerful electrical current. It's a current of energy, and they just gave me the notes to do it. That's what those notes were, those tones were, an adjustment of the electrical current to the frequency, to match the frequency that they are emanating, so that I could go into their frequency and use it, but they say I should really ground very strongly.
And what type of grounding exactly?
Grounding into the earth so that I can hold this current without burning up my body.
Oh, okay. Does that have to be done when you're healing someone, or
Yes.
just before?
No, I must maintain the grounding while I do the work.
What happens in the person's body that you're working on when you do this?
They will allow the current to come through my arms and hands, and the body that's receiving the energy, I will adjust the current flow so that it does not overwhelm the person who is receiving it. I can adjust the flow so that it is the right amount of energy, so that they can hold the energy. And the secret to healing is that to be aware of the matrix of the body, to be aware of the circuits where the energy goes into. It's like I see the lights again, the little sparkles are part of the matrix. They're showing me the matrix around the body. The sparkles are the places where the silken threads connect to. So it is like the silken threads each connect to a dot, and these surround the body like a cocoon. Like they showed me, it's like a cocoon around each person's body. So when you want to heal them, you activate the energy into the cocoon, not into the physical body directly.
Oh.
If you go directly into the physical body with this energy, it will overload the physical body. The physical body will melt. The physical body will short. The physical body cannot handle it. So the way to heal is to create the vision of the cocoon around the body, which is the energetic matrix field, the energetic outer field, the, what do you call this, the light body, the aura, the auric field. And they imagine the auric field, the cocoon is the auric field, and the auric field can contain that matrix. You see the matrix, the little silken threads connected to each of these dots, which connect then. So as you become one with our energy, the Hathor energy will work the same way that you are working with us. It is an extension of how we are working with you. An extension so that it is like flowing through your cocoon into the cocoon of the person who is being healed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So the healing energy must flow from the hands, away from, the hands are not on the body, the hands are touching the auric field, the hands are applying the energy into the auric field, touching the cocoon, touching the entry points on the matrix. The geometry on the matrix is where this energy enters into the field.
Anything else about that they want you to understand?
There's certain points that are the more appropriate entry points.
Which ones?
They are around the head. Around the head, because the body contains a cylinder of energy from which this field emanates. The cylinder is the place that connects into the chakra system. This is the core energetic core, if you will, just like an ice core, just like any core that would exist. This core is in every body. It's an energetic core that contains the entry points into the chakra system. It is begun above the head, this column of energy, this column of light, this entry point, is the point at which the physical body brings the information into its field. But it is best not to go directly into the crown chakra because it could overload that circuit. So we suggest that you work with the geometry at that point. These are things that Valerie has also taught her.
Wonderful.
About the geometry around the head. So this energy best works visually around the geometry of the head, the pyramidal structure, yes, you can see these sacred geometry structures in the matrix of the body, and the body's energy field around the aura. So the hands are placed on the sides of the head, sort of the field around the sides. The distance around the ears, perhaps, is what you would say. And there, the entry points can work more effectively without overloading, at least at the beginning of the healing. And then, as the healing progresses, you will have the ability to stand back from the head, from the place of the entry point of this column, further back. And there you can allow some of the energy into the field once you have activated other parts of the field first.
Amazing.
Because the head is very receptive. The crown chakra, the top, it's higher up than the crown chakra. It's another entry point into the field of matrix above the crown chakra. There's another one. There's two, actually. Two that are higher up, maybe a foot above, and then another 4 or 5 inches above that. Those are the safer places to bring the healing.
Oh, anything else about that you want to say?
What?
Anything else about that you want to say?
Yes, it's also important at the feet, where there are entry points that are very good places to run the energy, because they are connected to that tube, that core, as we say. That core is connected from above the head all the way down through the last chakra, down through the bottom. So the cocoon, the core runs through the cocoon. Yes. It's important to work with the feet and the head in terms of the entry points for the energy, and around the head, especially the ears, as we said, for your positioning to start the healings.
And you need to be grounded when you do this.
Very grounded, very grounded, yes. And then as you work around the rest of the body, you will see these points of light, much like we described as sparkles. Sparkles, those are where the energy field is receptive to the healing energy that is being sent in. And with the healing energy is also information that goes into the body to heal it. It's not just healing energy, it's like teaching the body how to heal itself. This information is sent through this energy field. That is very important, because the body is a receptor for healing, and the body does innately want to heal itself. But there are times when the body is confused, and the body is in dis-ease, and the body is not sure of how to straighten itself. It is very confused, and the energy is all jumbled up inside the body. And so when the healer, as we are teaching, is placing the hands on the body, it is not only sending this energy, this light color, this pinkish gold light that we described. It is also sending information into the matrix, which we sent in as well in the form of tones and imprints and frequency. Frequency is carried by tone, which is why sound healing is so effective. It is one way to carry information into the body, but it can also be done with tuning forks. Yes, and it can be done also just with the hands and the intention, and the healer must see the matrix in the third eye, see the matrix, and intentionally send the energy to each of the points on the matrix. This will enable the cocoon surrounding the physical body to create the threads of light that we just described, and that is what creates the perfect healing.